Sharon, thank you for joining me here tonight on a pretty chilly evening at the University of Bolton Stadium. So we're here tonight to talk about an event that's happening here, a very special event, the Big Bolton Carol Concert on Monday the 12th of December.
So, good evening, Sharon. Lovely to see you as always. It's most extraordinary. One of the things that I think that we like to do here is we like to take on a challenge.
Yes.
Which everybody knows we took on a challenge back in 2019, of course. But the challenge for me was, there was two reasons that I came into football. One was my absolute love of the game, and two was to do good. Yeah. And I think that we're now settled in what we're doing, and we're now able to make an impact. So it was only 4 weeks ago that we were sat around and we were thinking, what could we do on a big scale, which will have impact and will make a difference. And there was a few of us that talked about it, and we came up with breaking a world record. How could we break a world record? What could we do? And something that would involve everyone in the community, the football club, the fans, the stakeholders, the council, the university. We wanted something that would appeal to everybody, that would show the power of football, the community, the stakeholders coming together to do good and to make a difference. So we came up with the idea of a carol concert, and of course it wasn't just a normal carol concert. We decided that we were going to try and break the world record, which was set in Nigeria.
It was.
In 2014.
So should we talk about the number? So the current...
We have to talk about the number. It's huge.
So it's 25,272.
Correct.
Is the current world record that, as you say, was set in Nigeria.
Yes.
So, I mean, you personally are really driving this, you know, with club staff. You're kind of really involved in getting this event off the ground. This is no mean feat. This is a big number.
Yeah.
What was it particularly about this event that you wanted to get behind yourself and kind of use your leverage and your influence to see if we can do this?
I think when I talk about the doing good piece, the platform of having a football club it gives you the ability to do good on a large scale. Yeah. We have a stadium that holds approximately 28,000.
So we've got the space.
So I thought, what world record can we break if we fill the stadium?
Yeah.
And seriously, there are so many wonderful charities in this town. And we've chosen 6 for the evening of the Carol Concert.
So let's talk about that, because this is, as much as this is a Guinness World Record, which is exciting and makes this event really different, this is also about supporting charities that are based in Bolton and beyond.
Correct.
If we just talk about the kind of 6 charities and what they do and why it was these particular charities that we wanted to get involved in this event. So we've got our own official charity, Bolton Wanderers in the Community, of course, very close to our house.
Which is utterly fabulous, and obviously that works cohesively with the football club to do good, to make a difference and to impact on people's lives. So of course, you know, the Community Trust would be one of our 6, and the work that Phil Mason and his team do, and I've worked with Phil now for well over 3 years, is first class, and they really do make a difference to people's lives, and they do it genuinely from the heart. And the whole team have been an absolute pleasure to work with. So yes, they're one of our 6.
Of course, they were on the list. And then we've got Urban Outreach Bolton.
Urban Outreach Bolton is fantastic. They founded the charity in 1990 from their attic. Which in itself is wonderful, and they wanted to try to make sure that nobody was homeless or had to sleep out on the streets, and they've broadened it, and it's incredible what they've done. I'm in awe of them.
It's phenomenal.
So it's phenomenal. So we're delighted to support Urban Outreach.
And then we've got Age UK Bolton.
Wonderful local charities supported by Age UK. You know, some people don't have the family support, or they do become anxious or nervous or ill health, or their mobility is not as good as it was. And I think Age UK is a great source of comfort to older people in the community, and not just the older people, but also to the families that know there is support there.
There's somebody there.
There's always
somebody there.
And that's the thing, actually, Siobhan. That's very well said. It is about somebody being there. for your mental health, for your mental well-being, when you've got problems, in times of distress. We're all vulnerable.
Yeah.
We are all vulnerable, and we will always all experience times in our life where we have very, very difficult challenges. And I think just to know that someone is there makes a huge difference.
On the ground here in Bolton.
On the ground,
people
here
who
in
know Bolton, who love Bolton
Correct.
people.
Correct. And Age UK Bolton is a first-class organisation and brilliantly run, and we're very happy to support them.
Yeah. And now, 1 Point Northwest. Now, this is a charity that's looking after people who are currently suffering with mental health problems, and it's actually a combination of organisations that are tackling that in the community at the moment that we know is widespread, not just in Bolton, but across the board in the country.
I do a lot of work with mental health and mental well-being, and I think post March 2020, at the onset of COVID, there have been huge challenges for people of all ages, where their lives have suddenly changed quite drastically. And often not in a positive way. And then I don't think the impact was necessarily felt immediately, but I think it's been over time.
Now, another one of the charities that the concert is supporting is Back Up Northwest. Now, this charity was set up in 1992 to provide supported accommodation for young people who are homeless in Bolton. They offer a kind of whole holistic package to improve physical and mental well-being, self-confidence, even help these young people with the finances, just to name a few of the ways that they're supporting some of the most vulnerable people, young people in our town.
I think this charity, working in the way they do and what they do and the support that they give, is something that we're delighted here at BWFC to support.
And so these are all Bolton-based charities. Now, we do have one other charity that we're supporting with this event, and this is an organisation that's really close to your heart, isn't it, Sharon? This is the Jamal Edwards Self-Belief Trust. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes, I certainly can. Jamal Edwards was a very, very close family friend of ours, who was truly inspirational in what he did. He was a young man, he founded SBTV. He was genuinely there to do good, to support, to help people wherever he could. And what I loved about Jamal is that he did it all very quietly. And in fact, since he passed away very tragically in February of this year, there have been so many stories that have been told, and conversations that we've had about work that he did, particularly for mental health and well-being and homelessness, that are quite extraordinary and quite astonishing. Jamal's mother, Brenda, is a very, very close friend of mine, and will indeed be singing a carol.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Her voice is just unbelievable, and she's an unbelievable woman. So the Jamal Edwards Self-Belief Trust is something that we're delighted to support and continue, enable myself and Brenda and the trustees to continue the wonderful work that Jamal did.
The idea of football, you touched on this earlier, as a real force for good. I think, you know, from what I know, that was a real ambition of yours to kind of champion that when you came on as chairman of this football club. So an event like this, talking about all those charities and all these charities that can benefit from what we're going to do, is this a real example of football doing good in the community, do you think?
I think football is our national game, and this town, Bolton, is an incredible town. People, you know, the fans, the supporters, the stakeholders, everybody's been absolutely amazing. People want to help other people. They want to help other people. And if we can come together in the way that we're doing to do that and shine that bright light, we are changing people's lives, and that's what I feel, you know, we should all try to do together.
And before we wrap up, I just want to talk about the night itself and what it's going to involve, and how exciting this potentially is. So we've got over 1,000 primary school children who will lead the carols on the night. We've got the whole Bolton Wanderers squad coming and the manager. We've got guest solo performances, and we've potentially got all these stands full of people. When you think about that being a reality, how does that make you feel?
Oh my goodness, it's so exciting. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And that was a great summary. That's a great summary. We are a family at this football club. Sharon, you would agree
Absolutely
with that,
agree
and
with that.
you've worked with me for some time now. We are a family. We have a superb team of people working together. And when we announced that we were going to do the Carol concert, whether it was our manager Ian Everett, whether it was the players, whether it was Neil Hart, the CEO, whether it was you, everyone was on board, even though it was 4 weeks to get it all done, which is crazy.
We like a challenge.
But that's how we work. Yeah, we've got some special guests coming. We've got the players singing a carol.
Yeah.
There's going to be some signings with the players pre the concert. So I think it's going to be an evening that everyone can actually come and, I want people to come and enjoy it. I want people to think about Christmas.
Yeah.
I want people to have fun. I want people to laugh. I laugh a lot. People know that. You hear my laughter all around this place, and I love laughter. And I love a challenge. I really love a challenge.
That.
So I would really appeal to everyone to please, please, please come along and join us on the evening, because we really want to break the world record. We want to raise as much money as we possibly can for the charities, but we want you all to have fun.
And it's free. It's free to attend.
Absolutely free to attend. Every single penny that we raise is going to the designated charities. Every single penny, and we'll have lots of fun and laughter. And everyone can get into the Christmas spirit, because I certainly would like to wish everyone at this football club, the fans, the community, a very, very Merry Christmas and a peaceful New Year, and to thank you all very sincerely for the incredible support that myself and the board and the investors have had since we embarked on this journey in August 2019. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sharon.